Ladies and gentlemen, a new Wunderwaffe DG2 variant has been found on Black Ops 4 Zombies. And now the coolest part about this Wunderwaffe is that it looks very similar, but if you look at the coils on the left side, they're actually tilted sideways. And so it's also very interesting because I was talking to Gerard, who actually found this in the game files. If you look at the bottom right, the image file is the Wunderwaffe DG2, but the model is actually the Lightning Kraken from Voyage of Despair. And so what's cool about this is a lot of people are just thinking, no, this is just a reused asset that they put in. But okay, the Wunderwaffe was going to be a reused asset in this game. So for example, with Togder Totem, they put the Thunder Gun in and they put the Tundra Gun. But for the Wunderwaffe, they only put the new sniper variant and not an original Wunderwaffe. And so people found it in the game files a long time ago, back in like 2019 when this map came out, as the Tesla _ gun. But the coolest part about this is that there was an unused variant that was just solved recently now to bring this Tesla gun file name into the game files. And what makes me so excited about that is back on Black Ops 2 Transit, the jet gun upgraded model is in the files. And so if somebody could actually reimagine the jet gun to have an upgrade on BO2 for something like this, that would be so cool. But in the case of this BO4 Tesla gun or Wunderwaffe, if you guys have noticed the gameplay, it actually acts a lot differently than the original Wunderwaffe. And so what I believe this model of the Wunderwaffe was placed into Togder Totem for was potentially for one of two things. One, this could have either been the blueprint for the Wunderwaffe sniper that is on Togder Totem, which essentially means that they were trying to test how the Wunderwaffe sniper would work with the original Wunderwaffe. And obviously we've seen Treyarch do this a lot of times in the past, but however, when you see him shooting this here, it acts much faster and acts much more similar to the Tesla gun. So this is my thing. There's either two more options. This could have either been a pre-built version of the Wunderwaffe sniper. Also, number two, this could have either been a new Wunderwaffe DG2 variant that could have been on the map that kills a lot faster, and this can also kill a whole horde. Look at that. The original only kills 10 zombies per shot. This one kills a whole horde, which is so interesting that it was in the game. And number three, I think this because there's a pack-a-punch version of this Tesla gun also in the files. Now, a bizarre theory also could have been that this could have been the precursor Wunderwaffe to what we saw in Call of Duty Vanguard. I don't believe this for a second, considering that Vanguard was way later after Togder Totem, and the Vanguard Wunderwaffe, in my opinion, was built from the ground up. They did actually do a fully custom built made Wunderwaffe with different reload animations and such, and people have already ported that Vanguard Wunderwaffe from Shinonuma into the game, so I definitely don't think it's that, but it is cool nonetheless that this is in the game. And unfortunately, there is no Easter egg in the map to actually find this. And so I love these type of weapons that are cut out of the game that get brought back, because it is so cool to see a Wunderwaffe being fully functional. And here Gerard, my man with the gameplay, is pulling it out, and sure, it doesn't look any different with the Pack-a-Punch, but it does get more ammo, and the DG3 name is also there as well, which makes this so interesting because on Keynote or Totem, for example, there's also a cut chainsaw model that was in the game that was never used, and I despise anything like this that gets cut out of zombies, because especially when it's a weapon, I feel like cutting weapons out is just a terrible thing, because having the more weapons is, in my opinion, in zombies, the best option that you can do. And so it's so cool considering that it took up until 2023 for us to get gameplay of this new Wunderwaffe variant, and it is probably one of the coolest looking ones so far, even though it's just a reused asset in my opinion. And the way it acts is also so unique. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Take your guess as to what you guys think this Wunderwaffe variant is for. Because again, like I'm saying, when Treyarch prepares their next games, they often bring reused assets from the older games to fix or add additional new innovations into their newer games. Obviously, we've seen this with literally every single COD Zombies game from World at War, even all the way up to Vanguard. So it is cool and also interesting that it took until until 2023 for people to actually use gameplay of this. And the reason why is because Black Ops 4 Zombies files are hashed in a very specific way that makes it incredibly difficult to decrypt and understand what the actual file is. And so that is what is so interesting about this gameplay, is that this could have been canon Togder Toten gameplay, and I would have loved to seen what their original idea of bringing the Wunderwaffe in the map could have been. I think they could have even pulled like a Cold War ray gun here, where they could have just brought back the original Wunderwaffe like we're seeing here, and literally just brought this into the map where it just kills a full horde of zombies rather than 10 just per one shot. And so it's so cool how many interesting different types of Wunderwaffe variants there are. Recently we've had this one now in Togder Toten. I swear we're getting one every single year at this point. And what's another one that we also recently just got? Call of the Dead's Wunderwaffe variant. And so this one is much more similar to the BO3 version. We also have one from Alien Remastered that came out recently in Custom Zombies. I believe Angry Giant had one. Jumpy, a Custom Zombies map creator, is also making custom variants of what the Wunderwaffe could look like. And so it is so interesting to see the evolution of this Wonder Weapon, considering that this was the second Wonder Weapon ever to be added right after the ray gun, but it has never gotten that Cold War type of treatment to buff itself. You know, the Wunderwaffe has always been infinite damage, but it only takes out 10 zombies. That's not even a horde. That's barely a horde. That's barely half of a horde, okay? So a regular horde in most of the games is about 24 zombies. So, I mean, taking 3 shots to take out a full horde is kind of an L in my opinion. So seeing that the Wunderwaffe gets its deserving treatment that it should have in these games is amazing. And so I hope we get to see a new variant of the Wunderwaffe in COD 2024, because like I'm saying, this is probably the most iconic Wonder Weapon outside of the ray gun and the thunder gun, and it is still yet to be remastered or brought back into any COD game and have a buff. The thunder gun has been brought back even in Togder Toten, the ray gun has been brought back in Cold War, but nothing has happened here for my boy the Wunderwaffe. So shout out my mans. Ladies and gentlemen, we absolutely love the Wunderwaffe. Let me know what you guys would like to see on this channel next down in the comment section below. I'm thinking of doing some more reactions or even doing some more gameplay challenges. Just let me know what you guys are thinking as well for us to watch as well, considering that, boys, I want to show you how amazing these new variants of all these mods and wonder weapons are coming out, considering that people are making some of the most incredible gameplay right now. It makes me so excited to just be a part of this community. I feel like we are getting into the final hurdle now of all of the drought with no content, and COD 2024 is going to bring us back into a great glory for zombies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much, and I'll see y'all, ladies and gentlemen, in that next one.